Good afternoon. My name is Chris Garcia, and I'm head coach for River Springs Hemet High School. It is my honor to introduce Justin Baez for his speech to the graduating class of 2018. Justin, you are an immense attribute to any entity you are a part of. You possess the character traits of a leader. You are charismatic, intellectual, genuine, competitive, yet kind-hearted, and full of passion. In the years that I've coached you through cross country and track, I have watched you excel and conquer obstacles, always armed with a smile. I hope you hold fast to your victories so that they may strengthen you through your future battles. I pray you are successful, and I hope you crush all your monumental goals while remaining humble. It has been a blessing not only to have you be a part of my teams, but also a part of my life. In closing, I've had a tremendous amount of gratitude teaching one of the brightest young men I know simply how to run. This is Justin Baez.
Hi, everyone. Sorry. So my speech is titled, A Thought for the Future of Our Society, and I had a lot of inspiration from my class, so I'm just gonna say it. So my fellow graduates, a few weeks ago, during my senior presentation, I was asked the question, if I had any advice to give to humanity, what would it be? And after a small counter thought as to why all the human race would listen to a random 17-year-old, I responded by saying I would promote the idea of developing collective good, first through personal progress, then by human unity. This was an honest answer, but was still unsettling. Later that same day, as I was preparing to go to bed, just taking off my Homer Simpson slippers, and the question came to mind again, and I thought, is that all I would say to a crowd of some 7 billion people? There is quite a lot that can be done more efficiently, but the change has to start with us, the next set of participants in the race to lead a fulfilling life. With this in mind, let me first ask the question, what do you plan to do after high school? This question is a literal equivalent to being hit with that annoying red turtle shell after maintaining that lead in the game Mario Kart. The shell was unexpected, and not much can be done to change that. This question has posed a challenge to all high schoolers at some point because we know that we have to find an answer at some time, whether it be now or later on after we graduate. So with this opportunity to speak with the future of our society, today's graduates, I think it is time to stop letting ourselves get in our own way of our promising futures. We are all equally well prepared to take on the world in the most impactful way. However, each of us has to see the potential in ourselves. High school should be the place where we leave behind our pride for procrastination, despite having been inspired by that one episode of SpongeBob where he procrastinated an essay and still managed to turn that assignment in on time. It is now time to agree to our future and make up a plan. A lesson I learned from participating in cross country, and something I'll forever carry with me, is that no matter what happens, doing something is always better than doing nothing. If you do not think you have the ability to finish a 3-mile race, as long as you try, no one can look down on you. But if you give up before the event starts, how can you ever expect to understand what it feels like to cross the finish line, knowing that you gave all you had to the race? As high schoolers, we feel entitled to have opportunities given to us. Many leave their futures up to chance, with the bliss hope of being able to have everything we want out of life. But the reality is that success takes hard work. Mark Twain provided great wisdom when he stated that the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The first step we make is what matters the most, and then afterwards, all there is to be concerned about is to keep moving. Whether a first step has been made or not, a great starting point would be graduating here in just a few minutes. After we walk across this stage, let us use the path we have paved to fabricate a prospective future filled with many more accomplishments. It does not matter what happens despite where we go or what we do. It is our responsibility as a species to keep pushing and working to bring out the best in ourselves and in each other. The average person lives about 80 years, which leaves us about 60 years left to make a difference on Earth. How the class of 2018 plays a role in the future is now in our hands, And as the culture of the world changes, we should strive to become a progressive generation that accomplishes true human unity beyond our doorsteps, beyond our boundaries, and maybe even beyond our planet.